Fresh out of the campaign, you are once again washed out on Karui shores, with the vast atlas before you. You have decided on playing a cool skill called Blight of Contagion. Maybe you don't know where to start, maybe you just want to see how it's done, or perhaps you have just randomly stumbled upon this video. In this video, I will go over 5, 50 and 500 divine versions of this build, as well as showcasing crafting 5 and 50D gear from scratch, and showcasing some content that each version is capable of. For each segment, rather than thinking of starting with 5D, think of it as progressing from 0 to 5D, and from 5 to 50D, like you would do when actually progressing in character. The only make or break upgrades are in 500D section of the video, which I will go over in detail later. In the video, I went over a lot of trade windows. To keep track of them and share with you, I'm using a BetterPoeTrade extension, which I wholeheartedly recommend. Upon installing it, your trade site will now look like this, with this panel in the right. I'm gonna share a code with you, which you're gonna press import folder right here, pass it right here, and you're gonna have all the trade searches that I have used in the video, be it 50D stuff, 5D, jewels, and whatnot. It's all right there. So here we are, at our lowest point, with nothing but 5D in our pocket. And let's begin the journey to greatness. My old friend Faustus will help me with it. Let's get some pocket change, shall we? I will spend one of my divines and turn it into chaos orbs. For our helmet, let's double a bit into crafting. We're gonna be looking for a necromancer circlet with an at least 85% fractured increased energy shield. It should be cheap at this point in the league. Let's get some essences. Precisely, the energy shield one. Energy shield. And we're gonna be using shrieking essence for the sake of preserving some of our money. Okay, we have our essences. Let's make this helmet rare so we can actually click them. And let's spam some essences until we see some decent resistances. Here for gold, I want to see some sort of double res. Ooh, actually, this works splendid. We have tier 1 life and some resistance and an open suffix. Let's craft a resistance, for example, fire res. That works. And then let's just exalt slam it. Hold, that's the wrong stash. Let's buy some exalted orbs from my inventory. And this will do. What do we have here? Region, splendid. So, for the final touch, let's just get some armorer scraps. And we will need some of them, so I will plan ahead. Let's quality it up. And this is our helmet done. There we go. For the gloves, we're doing a very similar thing. We're looking for stealth gloves, item level 65, and then increased evasion rating fractured, at least 85%. Those ones will do. And then for the essences, once again, very similar thing, except right now we're gonna be spamming evasion rating essences. Let's buy 40 of them.
We'll make it happen.
Looking for 3 things this time. Resistance, life, suppression. Any combination of those two will do. So let's get spamming. This looks decent, but let's continue going since there we go, we have suppression, good res, and the dead suffix. In this case, I would really love to annul either get rid either of this of the suffix, the life per enemy killed, or the prefix fist damage so dark, since it's gonna be useless. So let's buy an annul orb. Let's buy an annulment orb. They're quite cheap this league, but I think I can afford to spend some. Let's see if I can hit. And I did hit. I get rid of a suffix. Well, those are the gloves then. So let's just craft some resistance. Let's go with the lightning res. The boots is actually one of the slots that I won't bother crafting, so let's just buy it. For the boots, we want first encounter with movement speed, at least 25 movement speed, resistances, let's do total resistance, at least 60, and then at least 100 life for the shield. There we go. Why does it not have empty suffix? Oh, it does. Nice. Okay, we can buy those now. Those will do nicely. And then for a final suffix, let's just craft suppression. There we go. We really don't want to skimp out on the body armor, since defensively this is one of the strongest slots for the character. So we're looking for a crypt armor precisely, with at least 170 fractured life. And let's buy it.
Well, make it happen.
Let's go ahead and get that. Evasion. Let's get at least 20 of those.
Well,
And then if we don't hit in 20, we are gonna continue spam shrieking essences. Let's do at least 30c worth of them. So we're looking for double evasion mods, or basically the evasion number to be high. This is a hybrid. This is tier 4 hybrid and suppression. This is actually very good. I think this is my armor now. Yep, this is definitely my armor now. It was faster than I expected. Regen. There we go. Regenerate 150 energy shield per second while rare unique is nearby. That's it. And also, while we're at it, let's 5-link it. Fusing. How much are fusing? Fusing is pretty cheap now. This should be enough for a 5-link. 5-link sockets. But normally I would just spam it. And that's an armor. Nice. Our character is looking stronger by the minute. Now for the coolest part, the jewelry. We're gonna go for the 2-stone ring. There we go. The fractured, you guessed it, life. And let's do at least 90, because those can be pricey. And since we have hit our body armor early, I think I can... Well, first of all, let's sell the leftover essences. Even at the loss, I have 16. This will be my friend. Okay. We have 180 chaos to go. So, for the rings, we're gonna actually use a delirium essence, because on rings, it gives a very important modifier for the skill, damage over time multiplier. And this is a very pricey essence, so we're not gonna be doing a lot of it. But we don't need a lot. Let's see other resistances. Our resistances are currently pretty good, just missing some lightning, so one mod should do it. Okay, there's an open suffix. We keep this ring. And then let's slam this one a couple of more times. Nope. Mana, nope. 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 And let's change out some more. Let's see. Let's see what more it is.
I'll put the word out.
Once again, nope. This can work. I feel like this works. Alright. So, and for the final mod, we're just gonna go craft some chaos res. Let's see. I was missing lightning res, so I do lightning plus chaos, and I will do lightning plus chaos once again. And let's bless them. Because there can be enough resistances.
I should raise my fees.
16. 16. And there are my rings. However, my res is beautiful. I also have some chaos res, so that's cute. Amulet, nothing fancy. Just some level of chaos gems, dot multi, and then empty prefix to craft life. Let's see. This one will do, just the cheapest one. And craft life. There we go, and that's an amulet done. The belt. The belt is gonna be the slot that tops my chaos res, and for the belt, just simple as that, heavy belt, fractured life. Let's go get it. Chaos res. Let's get, yeah, 8 of those should be enough. What are we looking for? Just chaos res plus some, maybe regen, or rather, I think chaos res and open suffix will do. There we go, regen. That's great. Let's annul it. And here we go. We have a beautiful belt. Then we craft energy regen and ES. Beautiful. And let's just exalt slam it and see what happens. Maximum ES, good. And then LA damage, don't care. That's my belt. For the final piece of the puzzle, or rather almost final piece of the puzzle, we are going for the chaos damage cluster jewel with exactly 8 passive skills. To craft it, it is actually quite simple. First of all, let's change out a divine orb. There we go. Then let's buy some resonators. I think I just need 3. And then let's buy chaos fossil. I don't remember how it's called. I think it's aberrant. Yeah, it is aberrant fossil. And let's buy 3 of those.
All in order.
And with this setup, it should be simple enough to hit a triple notable cluster. This is a 2 notables. There we go, 3 notables. And then the actual final piece of the puzzle is jewels. For the jewels, I'm gonna do a weighted sum search. It is gonna be in the comments, don't worry, all you would need to do is just copy the link. And let's just press search and we can take a look. All the jewels that are offered are more or less good. So how do we make them better? We increase this number. And basically what you do is you increase this number until the jewels stop being affordable. This is decent. Let's see, how much funds do I have? I think I can afford those. And then let's do buyout price, chaos orb, and maximum price is 20C per jewel is what I'm willing to pay. And let's just sort it by sum. So what do we have here? Chaos.multi, life, good enough. And then let's buy another one. Okay, so I'm finished with the spell setup. Let's quickly go over it. Here we have Contagion, supported by increased area and intensify. Big Contagion equals good. Next up, our 5 link. Blight of Contagion, supported by Void Manip, Infused Channeling, Efficacy, Swift Affliction. Next up, our supporting skill, single target skill, Soul Rend, supported by Swift Affliction and Efficacy. The Aura setup, we have Grace, Clarity, Malevolence. Grace for dodging, Malevolence, we are full damage over time build, so basically damage, and Clarity to sustain mana. I'm still using the mana flask since Clarity itself is not enough. In our boots, we have Bane, that casts the Despair, supported by Void Manip. And it's basically it. And also here we have Flame Dash, Arcane Surge, basic stuff. Let's quickly showcase tier 15 map that this build can do. Let's get a good layout like Crimson Township. Kinda like it. So this is basically gonna be a build for when progressing the Atlas. It is designed to be very comfy to play. The mobs in the map shouldn't be able to kill you unless you're just standing still. The pucks sort of pop. You cast Contagion, you cast Blight, then you run. IMO satisfaction is there. Single target is not terrible. For my line, it is pretty terrible, but the mapping is really comfy. I really like it. It is also very hard to die. Like you are not gonna die randomly. There, I just tanked whole pack of ether mobs, which are rather dangerous, especially given that I have my full Atlas spec right now. Overall, pretty fine. Now, for the tough part, the single target. And the single target is S. I'm going to be doing an ether as an example. It's gonna take, like, full disclosure, 5 minutes or something, but you can't really do better on a chaos dot build. I've tried. This is the best I've come up with. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't lie. The single target is complete ass. But then again, this is very basic gear. I didn't even spend 5D, this is 4D worth of gear. You're probably gonna get much better gear just progressing through the Atlas. And this version of the build is just that. It's literally there to progress through the Atlas and get you the first Void Stone, which is Ether plus Exarch. Now let's get to the interesting part, to the 50D section of this video. And I know what you're thinking. 40D? Is this a scam? No, I'm just broke. you gotta deal with it. And thinking of it, I can probably do this on a slightly lower budget. But I still want to keep 50D for a title, so get some 21 gems or something. By far, the most obnoxious and atrocious slot right now is my amulet, and this build actually has a very good amulet slot for it. It's replica Dragon's Flight with level of all Blight gems. There we go. It's actually cheap as hell right now. When I leveled this build, this amulet was like 10D,
Wish I'd kept that.
day 2, day 3. But hey, for now, we just have it for free. There we go. Our damage already doubled. Did it double? It has doubled. Beautiful. Now, for the upgrade I'm most excited about. First, we gotta get this thing out of my sight. It is atrocious. It's made at purpose. Goodbye, kind of unraveling. And we're gonna buy a new wand. We are going to buy a wand. Base doesn't matter. Here, it is very, very important. Item level needs to be 82 tops. It cannot be more. It needs to be 82 at most. I will explain why a little bit later. And we're looking for a fractured damage over time multi. This one will do. Let's go. And let's bring out the big resonator. We'll need at least 10 of them.
I should raise my
There we go. And now for the fossils. We're looking for a corroded fossil. We're looking for a metallic fossil.
We'll make it.
And the expensive one, the shuddering fossil. We also need 10 of them, so let's spend out the divine. It's gonna be expensive from now on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those resonators. And what we are looking for is +1 to all chaos and +1 to all, resulting in a +2 wand. It is approximately 1 in 10, and there we go. I got slightly lucky. What I'm actually gonna do, since I have fossils left over and I hit early, I'm gonna buy another wand. There we go. Let's see if we get another one. Nope. There we go. We hit another one. And so, what I can do now is want to buy an annul. Let's buy 5 because we're gonna need them. And we're hoping to get rid of a suffix. And we did it. I'm just crafting damage over time, chaos damage over time multiplier. And there we go. This is my new wand. Beautiful. Doesn't it look amazing? With such an awesome wand, we are ought to have an awesome shield to go with it. And our shield of choice is Titanium Spirit Shield with Fracture plus level of all Chaos Spell skill gems. There we go. To craft it, we are gonna be using the block essences. Let's buy about 30 of them and spam the shield until we see something that we like. The things that we like include spell damage, cast speed, chaos res, chance to block spell damage. There's quite a bit. care. Ooh, that's a very high roll of maximum energy shield. And chance to avoid ailments. Let's see. I might just keep this one. If Exalt hits some res. I feel like that works. I feel like that works for me. Let's just for now craft some Chaos Res and be done with it. There we go. We have an awesome shield to go with our awesome wand. Next order of business, let's get ourselves a really good fucking armor. For a really good fucking armor, my armor choice is a necrotic armor. With, let's see, let's do base percentile of at least 95%. Oh, okay, so far this is cheap, that's good. And then, let's see, can I afford an overqualified one? It's only 40. There we go. Evasion essences once again. And this time I will buy a Divine War, because this is gonna take a while. What we're looking for is a really big number. A really big number is like 3k evasion. So let's get rolling. Ooh, now that's a hit. Unfortunately, it once again has a terrible prefix, which I'm gonna go ahead and try and annul. There's an orb. Let's get 10 more of those.
All in order. I'll let you
Please hit.
know.
I didn't hit. Please hit. Nice! I managed to annul it. So, that is beautiful. Now we can move on to crafting suffixes. And to craft suffixes, we're gonna need Eldritch Chaos Orbs for this.
I should raise.
I will also need some embers, a little list of those, and I would like some greater Ickers.
I should raise my.
Let's see, just do this, and now with those Eldritch Chaos Orbs, we can roll suffixes. Let's see. For our last prefix, I believe it's gonna be just crafted mod, which is, let's see, increased. I think it's gonna be just this one, the hybrid, and we're looking already at 3.44k evasion. How much is it worth already, I wonder? It is worth at least 9 divines. Hey, nice. And we aren't even finished. First of all, let's try and exalt some good suffixes. On suffixes, we are looking for A suppression, B resistance, and C big region roll. Holy shit, I just slammed on tier 2 suppression. Do you remember how I said it's worth like 9 divines? Well, now it's worth about 25 divines. Nice. I guess I'm done. Just exalt. And there we go. Tier 1 cold dress. It's an amazing body armor. Now let's 6 socket it.
We'll make it happen.
Jeweler's orbs.
I should raise.
There we go.
my
It's 6 socketed now. And let's 6 link it. 6 link sockets, 1.5k fusings. And there we go. We have ourselves a body armor, 6 link, no less. And while we're at it, let's polish out our 6 link with the Empower support. And I want it to be at least level 3. Slots like it's its home. Let's get Blight of Contagion. Level 21. 20. And there we go. Blight of Contagion, level 21. It's a beauty. There we go. Now let's take a look at helmet, gloves, and boots. They're all gonna be very similar crafts, so let's start with Leecher's Circlet with at least 100 fractured life left. We're gonna need it.
The word out.
There we go. Next up is Warlock booties. Ooh, 3 divines, that's a lot. Let's lower the number a little bit. 2 divines, that's still a lot. Let's... You know what? Let's go for sorcerer boots. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. That's more like it. There we go. And then let's go for warlock gloves. Are they gonna be expensive as well? Yeah, let's go for sorcerer. Let's go for sorcerer gloves. This is much more humane.
I'm
There we
happy
go.
with that.
And I will come back in a second with the crafting method. Alrighty, and we're back. So, I just looked it up, and I has come to the conclusion that we are making beast socket items. If you have never seen this before, this is actually quite cool. You're gonna need those expensive ass hollow fossils. That's the last difference on them.
I should raise my feet.
Next, we're gonna need, let's see, prismatic fossils.
I
There
should
we go.
raise my feet.
And we want sanctified fossils.
I'll put the word
And
out.
with these combinations of fossils, we're looking at A, abyssal socket, B, one of the resistances. And let's charge up those resonators. First of all, our expensive fossils, then this fossil, and then this fossil. And then let's click them on this gear, shall we? Boom! Beautiful! We have abyssal socket and double res. Next one. Ooh, this one is rough. And then for the booties. Beautiful, we have one high res, one low res. That's enough for me. Now, what do we do with those pieces of gear? Let's start with the helmet, because it's probably gonna be the most expensive one. This one, we're gonna be using Eldritch currency crafting, just like we did with the body armor. Let's get one.
Word out.
There we go, and there we go. 14 dashed out, sorry about that. Okay, so if Exarch is dominant, reroll prefixes. We're also gonna need some, where is my tab? Exalted orbs.
All
Okay,
in order.
so what we're gonna do is slam Exalted Orbs. If we don't like what we see, we slam Eldritch Chaos Orbs. Also, I'm gonna need Eldritch Null Orbs.
I'll put the word out.
And this is gonna be painful. What I'm looking for is a single high roll ES mode, either flat or hybrid. Either flat or percent. Percent is better. And let's get rolling, I guess. Mana, absolutely not. We can Eldritch Chaos this off. It rolled nothing. Mana once again. Oh, also, I forgot. Before slamming Exalt, we need to craft mana. Why? Because it will prevent mana, the single highest tier modifier, from rolling on this helmet. So let's do it. I hit increased energy shield. That's unacceptable. We Eldritch Chaos this. And then we craft mana, and then we exalt. It's a low tier of energy shield. That's unacceptable. We craft mana, and we slam. Slam. Ooh, there we go. That's tier 1 energy shield. And with that, we just craft to max energy shield. Let's craft the maximum possible tier. Let's quality this bad boy up. This currency is very cheap compared to what I'm using. And there we go. That's my new helmet. Let's socket it up. Let's link it up. And let's get triple blue in here. There we go. Next up, for the boots. Those are pretty straightforward. What you want to do is do the suffixes cannot be changed craft, which can either be achieved via crafting bench. Suffixes cannot be changed. I don't actually have it, but that doesn't matter because you can buy a beast. The beast is called Wild Bristle Matron. This build is gonna set you back like a divine. There we go. Then we go to the menagerie, which if you don't have that unlocked, you need to do an Einhar quest. Let's pop the beast. Okay, so there's the recipe here now that consumes the Wild Bristle Matron and will add a meta modifier. meta modifiers are that kind of thing. Suffixes cannot be changed, prefixes cannot be changed, cannot roll caster. Let's see if I can actually do this. Okay, there we go. And now our boots have suffixes cannot be changed modifier. And let's buy an Eldritch Veiled Chaos Orb. There we go.
I'll put the word
This
out.
Chaos Orb functions exactly the same as the regular Chaos Orb, but also adds a Veiled modifier, and that Veiled modifier is what we want to force move speed. Let's do just that. We have suffixes cannot be changed, so our very expensive Abyssal Socket modifier is protected. There we go. And we have this Veiled modifier now. Now, to increase the chances of getting movement speed here, I'm gonna craft mana so that this Veiled modifier cannot unveil mana. I hate mana. All my homies hate mana. And let's see some movement speed. And beautiful, we have hit the best movement speed mod. Movement speed if you haven't been hit recently. To finish off those booties, we just go ahead and craft increased energy shield in here. I think this one is better. Expensive. There we go, 74%. Good. We are halfway through our stack of divines, but the boots are ready. Let's stock them. Let's link them. Let's chroma them. I need one green. Beautiful. There we go. Those are my new booties. I actually dislike how those gloves turned out, so after a little bit of contemplation I have decided on trying to unnull save them. Fire Res and Abyssal Socket survives. And there we go, I have unnull saved them. That was easy. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing this with a Bristle Matron, but it is infinitely better to do it with the other thing, with the crafting bench, because right now it's gonna be random which one the Bristle Matron picks, unless I can have what is this? That's a suffix. Am I willing to spend 2 divines on just fucking around? Okay, I'll do this shit. I will can have up to 3 crafted mods. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this to fill a suffix. Why do I want to fill a suffix? Because I'm gonna be using Bristle Matron. And it would have been otherwise it would have been able to hit either prefix or suffix. It can only hit the prefix because it doesn't have an open suffix. Meta mod. And there we go, suffixes cannot be changed. I will say it again, this is a terrible method of doing this. You should just do suffixes. Suffixes cannot be changed right here. But seeing as I don't have this craft and I cannot be fucked to go to Obaskur's Stroke right now, this is how I'm doing it. And actually, the only mod with the chaos tag on gloves is Chaos Res. So by doing Reforge Chaos and praying to God that we hit, I can do. Oh, Jesus Christ! This is too low item level, isn't it? Or no? Huh? Why you like this? Hold on a second. I was being stupid, and the price of stupidity is having to go for the Obascursed Pro. I hate this place. I also am not sure this character in its middle stage is good enough. Oh, it feels to handle this pretty well. Okay, I have paid for my sins with running through Obacursed throws and 3 divines wasted, so let's do suffixes cannot be changed. Reforge Chaos. And just like that we have Chaos Res. The next step, just like with the helmet, we're going to be using Eldritch Currency plus Exalted Orbs plus blocking mana to roll this bad boy. I can be bothered, so I'll just do this and this. Exarch is dominant, Exarch is greater, so let's get going. So block mana, slam, and it's bad. Eldritch Chaos, block mana, Salam. If this hits, it's gonna be good. You know what? You know what? I think I take it. Let's link them up. There we go. I need one green here. Where is the... I need one green. There we go. And then Malevolence, Clarity. Nice! Our gear is practically ready. And we have 15 divines left over. That's a nice feeling. And for the next order of business, we want to replace our belt. It is actually pretty straightforward. We're going straight for the cord belt. Make sure it's not corrupted, make sure it's not fractured, and make sure it's at least item level 82. Now, the craft itself gonna be pretty easy. We're gonna get some Chaos Essences.
I'll put the word out.
Then we spam this belt. We're gonna hit it with some essences. Until what? Until we see something like life plus another resistance. See? And life. That's my belt basically. We can also do something cool and slam it with a Hunter's Exalt. We can afford it. And I'm done with changing out my tree. As you can see, we are a level 94 character now. Pretty cool. Hold. We are a level 95 character now. And here's what you can expect from it. First of all, the tree did not change much. It is changed, but as I said, not much. What changed? First of all, we removed the stuff cluster because we are not using the stuff. We have grabbed this cluster for chance to block spell damage. We have grabbed this cluster for the same thing, chance to block spell damage and some attack block. As a result, our character is sitting at comfortable 50% chance to block attack damage and 32% chance to block spell damage. We're also now fully ascended, so I have grabbed the Vile Bastion for stun immunity and Unholy Authority for additional curse. More about that later. In this part of the tree, I just grabbed this jewel, this reservation wheel. Did I grab it? I think it was already here, but anyway, take a look. It's gonna be available once again in the description. And without further ado, let's see what this build is capable of. And let me tell you, it is capable of some real farming right now. Here is how the Atlas strategy that I'm recommending for this build looks like. We're in Ritual, and every single bit of pack size we can get, middle quantity, more Ritual nodes. Make sure that your maps at least have a 80% chance to contain Ritual, and then we are running weak Ether altars. This is the kind of map you can expect to run. One damage mod or one curse mod, nothing too ridiculous. And for the layout, I recommend Jungle Valley. So let's do this and let's load up the scarabs. It's whatever. Let's go take a look at map and what this build can do to a map of this tier.
Verdant canopies shroud the world.
So we're gonna have a lot of mobs. And they're gonna drop a lot of loot. There we go. And there is our loot. This build is basically made specifically for this strategy. That was the idea behind it. And boy does it perform against this strategy. Like, it is pretty comfortable running this shit. The maps are very densely packed. You're gonna be looking at explosions like this all of the time. You are also gonna be dropping a lot of stack decks. There we go. And I mean, what's not to love, am I right? Build feels very tanky, it is hard to die, and it is easy to maul down mobs. Oh, there we go. That's the map showcase for you. As for the boss, it's still not the greatest, we are still Chaos Dot, but this build can do all 4 Void Stones. This is how I have acquired mine.
The prize piece comes to join. Stand still. A cascade of pain. Stand still. Still.
And this is the 50D version of the build. If you ask me, it is an excellent mapper, it is a shit bosser, but it can do it. I appreciate when the build can get all the Void Stones itself. It is far away from doing numbers, but the next version will fix it. We have come thus far, and we are on to the 500D version of the build. As you might expect it, I'm not gonna be crafting any of this gear again, because it is some of it is pain in the ass. But you might also notice that a lot of the gear looks very similar to how the gear on the current character looks like. It's just sort of better. All of the methods that I have used to craft the gear are the same. The big notable differences are the Fallborn Rapid Globe, which is gonna skyrocket our damage into infinity with the help of the Apostate, which turns all of this energy shield gear into live gear. We have some very high ES numbers on this on these guys. For example, 400 ES. This one has a 400 ES too. To be honest, I honestly think this helmet is almost better, if only it had strength like this one does. It's very close. Never mind. This wand, it's basically the same wand. I just instead of crafted chaos damage over time multiplier, I have crafted the temple mod that will trigger my essence drain. I didn't do some single target. What am I yapping about? Let's just start changing out the gear, shall we? And see what happens. And without further ado, let's see what kind of map and strategy this build is best suited for. This is the kind of map you can expect to run. It's pretty fucked. You can run almost all of the mods. There's gonna be rejects once again in the description with what mods actually cannot be run. As for the Atlas, it's pretty much the same Atlas, except I clicked all of the map mod effect, the Astrolabe node right here, since with this build I am actually now running Astrolabes, and I also clicked the big altar node. So, we go. Let's boot it. Boom. And let's see what kind of juice we can get out of this bad boy. Yep. Yep. Sometimes with this strat the game turns into a turn-based game. I mean, let's do a ritual as well. Not. I mean, I should probably explain it, but the ritual here is for a very specific reason, and that reason is to resurrect the mobs that actually drop the stack decks. This way, we are rolling their loot table twice, and in some maps from the rituals alone, you can get up to 50 stack decks, which is half a dig right now. This ritual dropped 5, and then each ritual feeds into another ritual. So, for example, when I do this ritual now, it's probably gonna drop more than 5. Oh, also, I'm not even running with the top-down malevolence. That's how stupid this is. Oh, that's because malevolence was on the right click instead of bind. That's why I turned that off. Where's the last mob? There he is, fucking bottom. And look at that, this ritual dropped 14 stack decks. I'm not gonna bother picking this all up right now, but I am gonna find and run all of the rituals. I was explaining stuff pretty thoroughly before, but now, obviously, I'm just tired. And I cannot be fucked to explain it any longer. I don't actually believe anyone is gonna roll that build. But, if you will, maybe I can get out a more detailed explanation of this exact version. I tried to explain the gear for the previous version as good as I possibly could. Not this one. I'm simply tired. I'm pretty lazy with my stack decks picking up, and I already have 50 on me. Also, this version for months can do Ubers and has a decent single target. That's what Rapid Globe would do to your build. It also has crazy good sustain with 2.9k regen. And let's do the last ritual. Let's see how many stack decks it's gonna yield us. Only 7, that's a scam. Okay, so this is it. That's the build. Hold on a second. I need to change out MTX for the thumbnail. That's a good opportunity to do so.
The dog is in the hen.
Hello.
Let's see. I have this idea in mind where I'm gonna do 5, 50, and 500 D, and on each of the thumbnails, the gear I'm wearing is gonna be cooler and cooler. And I think this is the 500 D gear. Yep. So, thank you for watching, if anyone has watched thus far. I hope you enjoyed this little crafting adventure with me. And I guess see you later, alligator.